With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 4 of 4.
Etc.
Russia, go home now.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Unsere Sendungen bieten viele Sprachen. Gehen Sie auf suprememastertv.com/schedule.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab tests, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
There are 4 kinds of samanas or ascetics. There is not a 5th, Okunda. So said the Blessed One. These I will reveal to thee, being asked in person. They are Magajinas and Magadesakas, Magajivins and Magadusins. Please continue watching to find out more.
Vegan. See how many sicknesses you avoid.
When you are presented with a delicious vegan dish by the hospitable Kachin people, express your appreciation by saying Jeju kabasai, which means thank you in the Kachin language. I am Arkat. The nature-loving people of Kachin wholeheartedly share your gratitude to God for the abundant natural produce that we are fortunate to enjoy. May we quickly recognize that animals are sentient beings, not food, and deserve to live free and happy lives.
Warning: sensitive images.
Be veg now. Look at you. Beautiful and smart. Make you not a tomb of death. Those blood and pus are so disgusting. How could you even stuff it in?
Welcome to selections from the Sutta Nipata, Part 2 of 2, on Words of Wisdom. Buddha, vegan, or Gautama Buddha, also known as Shakyamuni Buddha, was an extraordinary spiritual master from ancient India. Born as Prince Siddhartha Gautama in the 5th century BC, he would have naturally inherited the vast wealth of a kingdom. However, the prince left the palace life in search of spiritual knowledge. After years of contemplative seeking, the Buddha attained great enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. He then shared the merits of his practice by providing a method for other sentient beings to be freed from the cycle of death and rebirth. The rich treasury of Buddha's spiritual doctrine on universal truths is studied and revered to this day for its deep wisdom and compassion. The Sutta Nipata, also known as Collection of Discourses, is a compilation of Buddhist discourses or suttas that are regarded as the most important texts in the Pali Canon, the ancient scriptures of Theravada Buddhism. It is also considered one of the oldest collections of Buddhist texts, and is highly revered within the Theravada tradition. Primarily composed in verse form, the Sutta Nipata is written in poetic style using vivid imagery and metaphors to convey spiritual insights. The Sutta Nipata consists of 71 suttas or discourses and is divided into 5 chapters. It covers a wide range of teachings and addresses fundamental concepts of Buddhism, such as the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, and the impermanence of existence. The discourses emphasize the importance of ethical conduct, mindfulness, and wisdom in the pursuit of liberation from suffering. The Sutta Nipata, together with the entire Pali Canon, has had a significant influence on the development and spread of Buddhism. Its teachings have provided invaluable guidance and inspiration to numerous individuals on their spiritual paths, and it continues to be studied and revered by Buddhist and non-Buddhist practitioners and scholars worldwide.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Rwanda is one of them. Rwanda Penal Code.
According to a new penal code instated in 2018, any person who maliciously mistreats, injures, or kills a domestic or industrially raised animal individual commits an offense and could be punished with imprisonment, a fine, and community service, or only one of these penalties.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more herding. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
Let us continue listening to Buddha's discourse to a farmer and about the 4 types of ascetics. Section 4. Discourse to Kasidvaratvaga, the farmer. Then the Brahmana Kasidvaratvaga, having poured rice milk into a golden bowl, offered it to the Blessed One, saying, "Let the Venerable Blessed One eat of the rice milk. The Venerable is a plowman, for the Venerable Gautama plows a plowing that bears the fruit of immortality." The Blessed One said, "What is acquired by reciting stanzas is not to be eaten by me. This is, O Brahmana, not the dharma of those that see rightly. Buddha rejects what is acquired by reciting stanzas. This is the conduct of Buddhas as long as the dharma exists. One who is an accomplished great isi or sage, whose passions are destroyed and whose misbehavior has ceased, thou should serve with other food and drink, for this is the field for one who looks for good works." To whom then, O Gautama, shall I give this rice milk? So said Kasidvaratvaga. I do not see, O Brahmana, in the world of men and gods, and Maras, or king of death, and Brahmans, or gods of the Hindus, amongst beings comprising gods and men, and Samanas, or ascetics, and Brahmanas, or sages, any by whom this rice milk, when eaten, can be properly digested, with the exception of Tathagata, or enlightened one, or a disciple of Tathagata, or enlightened one. Therefore, O Brahmana, thou shalt throw this rice milk in a place where there is little grass, or cast it into water with no worms. So said the Blessed One. Then the Brahmana Kasidvaratvaga threw the rice milk into some water with no worms. Then the rice milk thrown into the water splashed, hissed, smoked in volumes. For as a plowshare that has got hot during the day, when thrown into the water, splashes, hisses, and smokes in volumes. Even so, the rice milk, when thrown into the water, splashed, hissed, and smoked in volumes. Then the Brahmana Kasitvaratvaga, alarmed and terrified, went up to the Blessed One, and after having approached and fallen with his head at the Blessed One's feet, he said this to the Blessed One: "It is excellent, or Venerable Gautama. It is excellent, or Venerable Gautama. As one raises what has been overthrown, or reveals what has been hidden, or tells the way to him who has gone astray, or holds out an oil lamp in the dark, that those who have eyes may see the objects. Even so, by the Venerable Gautama in manifold ways, the Dharma has been illustrated. I take refuge in the Venerable Gautama, and in the Dharma, and in the assembly of bhikshus or monks. I wish to receive the ordination. I wish to receive the robe and the orders from the Venerable Gautama." So said Kasitvaratvaga. Then the Brahmana Kasitvaratvaga received the ordination from the Blessed One, and he received also the robe and the order. And the Venerable Varatvaga, having lately received the robe and the order, leading a solitary, retired, strenuous, ardent, energetic life, lived after having in a short time in this existence by his own understanding ascertained and possessed himself of that highest perfection of a religious life, for the sake of which men of good family rightly wander away from their houses to houseless state. Birth had been destroyed, a religious life had been led, what was to be done had been done. There was nothing else to be done for this existence. So he perceived, and the Venerable Varatvaga became one of the Arahats or saints.
Be veg now. God gives us all free will to choose between good and evil, in gladness and woe. Please give others only gladness. The woe we spell as in who?
Section 5. To Kunda. Buddha describes the 4 different kinds of samanas or ascetics to Kunda, the smith. I asked the Muni or sage of great understanding. So said Kunda, the smith: "Buddha, the Lord of the Dharma, who is free from desire, the best of bipeds, the most excellent of charioteers, how many kinds of samanas or ascetics are there in the world? Pray tell me that." "There are 4 kinds of samanas or ascetics. There is not a 5th or Kunda." So said the Blessed One. "These I will reveal to thee, being asked in person. They are Magajinas and Magadesakas, Magajivins and Magadusins." "Whom do the Buddhas call a Magajina?" So said Kunda, the smith. "How is a Magagayin unequaled? Being asked, describe to me a Magagivin, and reveal to me a Magadusin." The Blessed One said, "He who has overcome doubt, is without pain, delights in nirvana, is free from greed, a leader of the world of men and gods. Such a one the Buddhas called a Magajina, that is, victorious by the way. He who in this world, having known the best, for example, nirvana, as the best, expounds and explains here the Dharma. Him, the doubt-cutting Muni, without desire, the second of the bhikshus or monks, they call a Magadesin, that is, teaching the way. He who lives in a way that has so well been taught in the Dhammapada and is restrained, attentive, cultivating blameless words. Him, the third of the bhikshus or monks, they call a Magagivin, that is, living in the way. He who, although counterfeiting the virtuous, is forward, disgraces families, is impudent, deceitful, unrestrained, a babbler, walking in disguise. Such a one is a Magadusin, that is, defiling the way. He who has penetrated these for samanas or ascetics, who is a householder possessed of knowledge, a pupil of the venerable ones, wise, having known that they all are such. Having seen so, his faith is not lost. For how could he make the undepraved equal to the depraved and the pure equal to the impure? For more information, please visit Internet Sacred Text Archive or sacred-texts.com.
Animals, at the very least, the more complex animals, are sentient beings. They have the same physical senses that we have, a central nervous system similar to ours, and brains that are highly developed in the areas that process physical and emotional sensation. They experience pleasure and pain, joy and suffering in much the same ways that we do. Norm Phelps, vegan.
Devoted viewers, thank you for being with us today for Words of Wisdom. Coming up next is The World Wants Peace. Worldwide protests against Russia's unjust war in Ukraine, or Ukraine. Part 6 of a multi-part series, right after noteworthy news. May you find joy and contentment in Buddha's infinite love.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. Hell not reach.
Russia, leave Ukraine or you reign now. Peace be with you too.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.